It's your boy, Amreezy, and I'm back with another Planet MFL video where we leave planet Earth and we head off to the planet of MFL to discuss all things Metaverse Football League, the wonderful game that is MFL that I've fallen in love with. It was my first season playing last season, which was season 5. Each season is 6 weeks long, if you don't know. If you are new, you never played before, it's an amazing game. Football management game where you play other people online, you buy cards, players, you trade them, you buy them, you train them, you develop them, you make them better, you play in leagues. It's amazing. Go check out my other videos where I've been documenting my journey in MFL as I've gradually been getting obsessed with it. And if you'd like to try MFL, if you use the link in my description, you will get a free player. It'll help you out and it helps me out. So that would be greatly appreciated. As well as any likes, subscribes, comments in the videos from all the MFL pros are greatly appreciated as always. And yes, in my last video, I sort of rounded up season 5. Gave you my thoughts about what I'm going to do with season 6. The main kind of thing I was umming and ahhing about was if I should buy a second club. Breaking news, this just in, Amreezy has acquired a second club. So we've now got a club that we can use as our kind of training academy, our reserve squad, whatever you want to call it. I'll reveal my name in a little minute. But yeah, I've got my second squad. So that was one of the big decisions. And I like to be fully transparent with the kind of money that I've spent in the game. I think I'm playing on quite a bit of a budget. I don't really want to go in and pay to win, basically, and just spend loads of money every season. So I think my spending will sort of slow down for future seasons now. I hope, I think. I don't know yet. At the moment, I've spent kind of what I'm comfortable with. In my first season playing, I spent like £100. I put that into my Dapper wallet and I bought a club with that. I then sold that license and then got another club for cheaper, which then gave me more money in Dapper to spend. Also, there was a Disney offer, so I was able to have a bit of money there. So I bought a few players last season. And then I had some money left over. It wasn't enough money to buy a club though, a second club. So I had to deposit a bit more money. So I've deposited around about, I think it was like £90 into the game, or it was like $100 I deposited. So it was like £80. So I've spent around about £175 in total now, which has allowed me to have 2 clubs. Some packs I've bought in the previous pack drops, and as I'm recording this is just after the pack drop, which is the season 6 pre-season pack drop, where I bought 1 pack. So now my Dapper wallet is at 0. And when it came to buying my second club, I did think, do I buy the sort of offer that they have on MFL every season, it seems, where you can buy a license and you get a free starter pack with it if you buy the license in a certain amount of days in pre-season? Or I did think that, because that's what I did the first time I bought my club. I bought the offer of the club license. That's a random license. You don't know where you're going to get. And then you get a free starter pack. But the starter pack, the cards aren't that great. The players are like most likely to be common players. You're not really going to get a really crazy good card. And the club license is random. Now, the first time I did it, I got a license that I didn't like, but then I sold it because other people wanted it. And then I actually bought a license from someone else, from a city that meant something to me. This time round, I was like, this is my reserves team. This isn't like, I'm not that precious about it. I don't really care about the location exactly that much. So instead of buying the pack, I thought I could buy the pack for $80, or I can buy a second-hand Spark Club for $65, and then with that $15, I can go out and buy a player on the market that would be definitely a player I need. There's no chance in it. So basically, I took the less risky route. I picked a city that I like for $65, and then I had spent on $15 on a player that I really needed, that really fits my team, fits my strategy, and could be a keystone for my squad going forward for many seasons to come. So that's what I did. I'll show you the club in a minute, but basically that's where we're at. I've spent about £175 in this game. I'm hoping now to kind of spend less, and hopefully, because I'm still new, I've not got much MFL to spend. So this is why I think you need to spend a bit more cash at the beginning. But the plan would be for me to start now just steadily playing, slow, steady progress, earning MFL and using that MFL to buy packs within the future rather than keeping on deposit cash. So I just wanted to be fully transparent. That's how I'm playing. If that sounds like your kind of thing, do join us. Otherwise, let's start this week's video by looking at my new club in the wonderful world of MFL. I should just say, before I show you the new club that I bought, Today's pack drop day. I'm recording this just after buying a limited pack from the pack drop, which I'll open in a little while in the video. I'll open that in this video. And yeah, I kind of had literally $15 and like 10 cents left in my Dapper wallet. So I could buy one pack from today's pack drop, and now my balance is at like 8 cents. So we're done spending. The Dapper wallet is empty, but we got a limited pack to show for it. We've still got 3,000 MFL that we earned from last season. So I'll open that pack in a minute. But first we want to look at my new club. Here it is, based in Morelia, Mexico. It's the Amreezy. Get it? Get it? The Amreezy. The Amreezy. Part of the reason why I wanted to buy the second club was because I loved the name. One night I was just lying there going, oh my, I've got to call it the Amreezy. Oh, I've got to get it now because I've got the name. So the name came first and then everything else came second. So we've got the Amreezy. We made the logo kind of the same as the original AFC Amreezy logo, but we put a bench in the middle because they are the substitute players. Now I picked Morelia, Mexico, because if you don't know, I'm an Englishman living in Mexico. I've moved abroad. I'm living in sunny Mexico. So I love Mexico. I've got a soft spot for Mexico. So I wanted a Mexican city. And, I have this image of how my MFL empire could look, and it would be really cool, I think, if I had a whole bunch of clubs one day in the future when I'm an MFL pro. And this is a long way in the future, but I have a different city in Mexico. I have all the Mexican cities, and I just have a huge Mexican city empire, and maybe my best team is in Mexico City, and then all the other teams are in another. So with that kind of maybe goal in mind, one day we've picked a Mexican city. And Morelia is a really nice city in Mexico. It's famous for sort of old buildings that they've preserved, UNESCO preserved buildings, these nice yellow and pink old sort of Spanish architecture buildings that they've preserved. And they have a film festival there, and the state is the #1 producer of avocados in the world. So there's your background on Morelia. So it's a cool city in Mexico, and that's why I picked that one, $65. And yeah, so now I've got my A team, which will be kind of largely the same as last season, but a few of the players that weren't good enough, I'll put in the reserves. And the reserves are basically all the players that I had in my agency that I was kind of at the bottom. So these are the players that I've put in my prime team, which I haven't finished building this yet. We've still got a couple of days left before the season starts. So I've got a few days to kind of bring in new players. I've got this pack to open on today's video where hopefully I get a right midfielder or a center midfielder in a really good limited one of those. So I've got those to play with. I'm still working out what to do with my 3 best players. I'm trying to loan them out again for 6%. No one's buying them, which is strange. Last year, I put all of these guys out for 8% and they all got snapped up straight away. This year, no one's taken them at 6%. So I have lowered it slightly. It was 7, now it's 6. So we'll see what happens. Maybe after the pack drop and people have kind of got their squads together, that's when they'll kind of try loaning more players. But yeah, for now, that's what's happened with these 3 guys. My best players then from 64 rated to 52 rated. So I'm trying to keep it like I did last year within a 10 rating window. I kind of want 54 to 64 as my kind of ratings, which is slightly better than last year. Last year, it was like 61 to 51. This year, I'm gradually improving my squad. This year now it's 64 to 54, which is better than last year. So I'm gradually improving the squad. And then everyone that doesn't meet that has been put into the Amreezy, where we've got a few players that we were loaning out last year. And what I love is the Amreezy, these 2 guys probably won't get qualified in the top 16 because they're low. So it's 44 to 54. So it also fits that window of 10 rating. So it means they're all training with people of a perfect quality for them. I'm giving them all the best chance of developing from training. They'll all get match XP because it won't be like last year when I loaned them out and they only got 5 games. When they met their contract quota, they stopped playing. This time, they'll all play half the season each. They'll all get plenty of game time. And I'm excited because they're going to develop well. Basically, I'll see who's the best ones out of them now because it's all in-house. Everything's controlled. They're all going to get the best possible exposure to game time. And my thinking is the team will be terrible. And I'm going to have to loan in a lot of players of a similar quality. And they'll be the worst team in the league. But I'm thinking I'm going to really go for the cup. Because in the cup, this MFL Cup, you get matched with teams of a similar quality to you. So even though this team is going to be rated between 52 and 42, or 54 and 44, I'll be putting the cup against other teams 54 to 44 rated. So that's my best chance for the reserves this year of getting sort of silverware, getting MFL. In the league, we can't get relegated. So worst case scenario, we finish bottom and we get 950 MFL, which isn't too shabby and adds to my MFL kitty, which I'm happy about. So I'm reserves. I don't see myself wanting to buy more and more clubs. I know that a lot of people like if you watch Nepentez's video, he makes MFL videos. Every video I watch of his, it's like he has another 2 clubs every time I see one of his videos. I'm not thinking of playing like that. I'm just thinking A team, B team, and then that's kind of how I see things going. So that's how it's going. These are my guys who basically were all at the club. There's a few guys I've added, like this guy that I got from a referral pack. Thank you to whoever signed up for who gave me this one. And then a few were on loan last year. A few at the upper end here were in the A team last year. Like this guy, Naranjo, was our goalkeeper. He's now been dropped. Patterson was our cam. He's now been dropped. So a few of the players that were in the first team aren't in there anymore, because hopefully I can loan in a few players to go alongside my squad. And yeah, that's kind of where we stand. In terms of, I've bought a few new players. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with the new team. So basically, they're the guys that I've got. And as you can see, there's not enough to make a 22-man squad, which is what I like. I like to have a 22-man squad so I can play a starting 11 and then have a full rotation with a B team 11. So I like 22 players in my squad. There's not 22 players here. So what I've done is I've loaned all of the missing pieces, and I've already done all of that work. So if we go to, this is new for me, by the way, when I used to click on clubs, it used to just go straight to AFC Amreezy. I'm now in the luxury position of having 2 clubs here. Very exciting. So what I've done, I think the best way to look at this is maybe why is my tactics not appearing? There it is. Okay, so what I've done is I've filled out the entire squad. So we've got 22 players. I'm thinking of playing this formation. How I decided the formation, I'm not overly fussed about what formation the reserves team play. So what I did was I picked the most promising players that I have, which are Fostner and Patterson. They improved by like 2 overall rating, maybe 3 overall rating last season, these guys. And also this defender, Lambrex, he improved quite a bit on loan last year. And maybe this right back. So they were my kind of key players. So I thought, what formation fits the players I kind of want to improve the most? And it was this formation. And then I loaned in all the missing pieces. So also what I did with my loans is I tried to get players who are a better rating than they are. So my left back, Kanak, where is he? Let's go by position. My left back, Kanak, he's a 52 rated centre midfielder who can also play left back and cam. As a left back, he's a 55 rated. So I did that with a few of the players. There's a few players like one of these centre midfielders, Atkinson. I think Atkinson, no, not Atkinson, possibly him. The striker, the striker is a 54 rated striker. Oh no, he's only gone up by captain. There's a few other players where they go up by 1 rating if I put them in a different position. So I tried to do that just to kind of give me the best chance of being matched against, mainly in the cup, lower opposition teams, and then they don't quite realize that my guy's actually 3 better in left back. So I did that. So I filled in all of the missing spots, loans. And what I kind of did was I went for 0% auto accepts. I tried at first to kind of go 2%, 4%, making offers at people. Nobody's accepting them. No one has also been accepting offers for the AFC Amreezy, my main team as well. I just think it's really competitive loan market this year, much more than last year for me. I'm just finding that whatever price they list their loan at, I always seem to lose out to someone that's bidding like 3% more than what they've asked for, which is just crazy to me. People are buying these guys for like 6% and they're not even that good players. So that's why I have not yet loaned many players for the main team. But the B team, I went on 0% auto accept. And then I got most of my guys from this guy, MMD9TH, who basically he listed a load of his players, and I just timed it well. He listed a load of his players at 0%, with a play 5 games and or otherwise pay 2%. So that's all of my loans except for one, who I got from this guy SBTX, who's my right winger, because I just didn't have a right winger and I needed someone. So he's the only one I'm paying a 1% actually base fee. All the other loans are 0% and they all just need 5 games, which all of them are basically either first team, and there's one or two of them that will be B team, and they'll still play 5 games across the whole season. So I shouldn't have to pay any of these penalties, and I should only pay 1% base fee. Worst case scenario, this guy is a 15% mid, but he's going to be my starting right winger, so he should get 15 games. And in worst case scenario, if he doesn't, it's only a 2% penalty. So I think worst case scenario, I'm looking at losing 3% of my end MFL, which is nothing. So I'm delighted with these loans that I brought in at 0%, and they're all like 49 rated, 58 rated, 48, 49, 54, 52, 54, 54. So some of them are like the better players. These are the best players in my squad. Some of them are just the same as everyone else, which keeps the average squad at a nice kind of average level. I didn't want to go out and get players any better than 54 because that defeats the object of what I'm trying to do in the cup here, because I'm trying to get matched against a team of equal ability whilst developing all of my guys who are like 48 rated, 58, 49, 51. So my guys are kind of rated around that ranges too. So that's how the B team's looking. What about the A team, you say? What about the A team? Let's now take a look at the A team. Right then, A team time, and this is more exciting for me because we've gradually improved the squad from last season. So this is how I'm kind of looking at the moment. I've made 3 signings. I've bought 3 guys, and I have 1 loan that I want to just quickly mention. The goalkeeper who's come in has come from Robucchio, who last season I loaned a player from Robucchio. Apologies if I'm not saying that right, my friend. I loaned a player from him last season, and I made a mistake. I didn't quite calculate the loan fee. I was the loan penalty of if he doesn't play 10 games, and because I got him in the mid-season transfer window, it was my bad as well. I kind of like misthought. I thought he'd get 10 games. I then loaned another player who was way better in his position, and it made sense for me to just pay the penalty and not play the guy that much. And Robucchio has been in contact with me, did send me a lovely message on Discord. We had a little chat a few days ago where he kind of explained it wasn't malicious how he did it. I completely got his point. He's a good guy. We had a nice chat. And from our nice chat, he had a goalkeeper he didn't need. I think he's got... he's got these 2 goalkeepers who are 69 rated and 68 rated. So he had this 62 rated goalkeeper, and he was very kind enough to give me this guy on loan for the season and didn't charge me a sort of fee as well. So it was very, very much appreciated that. So we've got a goalkeeper who's now 62 rated, and that's massive for us because we had a bad season last year in terms of goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper was 53 rated or 50. At one point, I thought I could get away with a 50 rated goalkeeper because he was 18 years old, and I thought, I'll develop him. I'll make him really great. So I just want to say thank you to Robucchio for loaning me that goalkeeper. Good luck with his season. He got promoted from Spark in his first year last season, so he's an MFL pro. He knows what he's talking about. So good luck for him in his season 6 in the next division up, where hopefully we'll get there one day. But yeah, so we've got this goalkeeper who's 62 rated. So already that's a huge improvement to the squad. We've gone from 53 rated goalkeeper last year to 62 rated goalkeeper. These guys were all at the club last year. And if you remember last season, I didn't have a problem scoring goals. I was scoring lots of goals because I've got Koja, to the Turkish people who know who that's pronounced as Koja, not Coca. Koja was amazing, top goal scorer. We're going to stick with him this year. Hopefully he keeps progressing, because his progression was naughty. It was blast off into space. So hopefully this continues going up and he can tier break. He's now on the verge of tier breaking. So hopefully he can tier break. And we've got the rest of the gang around him. Last season, we did have a right winger on loan and a centre midfielder here on loan. I just can't seem to get good guys on loan yet. I'm being patient. I'm waiting till after the pack drop. and hoping people loan some better guys out there because I really want a right midfielder, a cam, and a CDM. This is kind of the formation I want to play because this formation lets me use Lucy, lets me use my 2 strikers and my back 4. Now, so basically, I've gone, I need to strengthen defense. So with all of the money I had, I spent $15 on the limited pack and the pack drop, and the rest of the money I spent it all on these 3 guys, 2 centre backs and a left back. Because I tried to loan defenders. Nobody was loaning defenders to your boy Amreezy. I was making nice offers. I was offering over than what they were asking for, and they were just rejecting me. No one's giving me decent players in loan, basically. So. And I'm not paying more than like 3%, 4%. And all that I was losing out to guys that were bidding 7% on like 60 rated defenders. That's madness. That's not sensible financial running of your MFL clubs. Just my opinion. But so I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy 2 centre backs and a left back. That way, I'm not relying on loans. And I've got these guys for next season, the season after. I got guys who are all 25 years and younger. So they're going to be at the club for a while. They're not retiring anytime soon. And what I like is, last year I had a 60 rated defender and a 62 rated defender, both on loan. And neither of the managers will loan them back to me this year. So, and I can't find another 62 rated defender and another 60 rated defender to loan. Nobody will do that. So this way, I don't need to rely on loans. And I've got my own guys. And I don't have to worry next transfer window. How am I going to get loans again? How am I going to get my centre backs? Because they're the defense, they're the spine of the team. So I went out and bought 2. That way I don't have to worry this window, and that way I don't have to worry next window. I still need 2 more centre backs as backups. But with those, I can settle for like 57 rated, 56 rated, maybe. Ideally like 60, 61 rated ones. But, that way I'm not as precious about my backups, and I can probably get a lower rev share on those. So this way I've got these guys. So let's go through my 3 guys that I bought. My club record signing is Ryan Williams. We've smashed our transfer budget record signing of a crazy mouth-watering $14. I think my record was $12, maybe for Kosher. So we've smashed our transfer record, $14. This was kind of how I justified my the club pack. I didn't buy the club pack this year. I bought the $65 club license and I had $15 left to spend. So I bought that on a centre back who's 24 years old. He got 60 defense, 60 pace, 71 physical. And they're the 3 attributes that I kind of look for in a defender. 24 years old. He's also like brand new in the kind of MFL world, just been born. So he's guaranteed to go up by at least 1. So he's going to be a 63 rated defender at some point. And then we're kind of just hoping he's going to be another Kosher. We're hoping he's going to just be one of those guys who goes up a lot. I like that he's a centre back. I like that he's English as well. I don't have any English players. So I like to have a player from England. A bit of a John Terry vibe here with a centre back. I think he'll be captain when we want to captain a defender. When we're not captaining Kosher as our striker. So whenever we want to captain a defender, we'll captain Ryan Williams, our very own John Terry. Not good at shooting, but that doesn't matter. Dribbling's okay and passing's okay for a centre-back. Very happy with those stats. So I think he's like a nice all-round centre-back. 6'1", 24 years old. Plenty of space for progression. The next centre-back is one better, 63. And he was one cheaper as well. He was $13. And I like him because defense is even better. 66 defense. The problem with him is his pace. But I figured I've got one slow, one fast. The other guy, Williams, is the fast one, and Taketa is the kind of he's better at defending, but then he's not as fast. So he's lacking in a bit of pace. But again, 26 years old, a little bit older, but already 63. Also, just been born in the MFL world, so gonna go up by 1 minimum to be 64. Then who knows? Maybe we get lucky. Maybe he goes up way more. Let's see. But even if they don't go up, this is an improvement on last year's rating. So last year I had a 53 rated goalkeeper. That's now 62. I had a 60 rated defender. That's now 63 plus my own. And I had a 62 rated defender. I've got another 62 rated defender. But again, is my own. So any development I get to benefit from more. And then the left back is the last player I bought. Folke Carlson. A Swedish left back with 66 pace, 64 defense. So he's a left back who can defend. Again, just been born in the MFL world, 25 years old. That's kind of what I was looking for. 25-year-olds who have just been born. So I know they're going to progress by at least one and have the possibility, because it's completely random how far they go up. But I didn't want to buy younger guys or guys that have had more years in MFL where they've kind of, their graphs have kind of plateaued, and maybe you kind of think, are they not going to progress anymore? Have they already done all their max progression? This way, with all three of these signings, they're all brand new in the MFL world. So all three have a chance. I'm aware that not all three could go and explode and be a kosher. However, I'm giving myself a chance that one of them could. So this is where my team stands at the moment. I'm going to open the pack next, and hopefully we get a right winger, because as you can see, I don't have a right midfielder. And I really want to play Lucy and a right midfielder with this formation. I did briefly play this formation last year, and I had a lot of success with it. I think it works well for teams with fast wingers, and Lucy has 73 pace. So if I can get another fast right midfielder, that would be great. So I need to, if I don't get that, I need to spend the next couple of days looking for one on loan, as well as a better CDM. I'd like to have Philipson as my backup CDM and a sort of a 63, 64 rated CDM ideally, and then a better cam, 56, and possibly a better right back. So they're the positions I'm looking to strengthen, as well as backup centre backs and backup striker. Do I have backup strikers? I've got two backup strikers. I've got two. I don't need a backup striker. And I've got a backup cam. I've got a backup left midfielder. So I need two right midfielders, one defensive midfielder, one right back, two centre backs, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to be looking to strengthen in the next few days. I'll be keeping my eye firmly peeled on that loan market. But let's end this video by opening that pack. Right then, let's open that pack and see if the MFL gods are blessing us. Now, before I open the pack, so I did say I spent basically all my money. I'm down to 0 in my Dapper wallet on this last limited pack that was in the pack drop today. I do have 3,000 MFL, and I could buy a limited player for that amount. However, MFL have changed their packs, and now they break the packs up into a 60 to 64 rated or a 55 to 59 rated. So this limited player could be anywhere between 55 and 64. I haven't had much pack luck lately. When I first started playing the game, I opened 2 packs and got like a green card in each pack and had loads of great pack luck, and I was like, wow, packs are great. But then since then, the 2 packs I've opened since then, I've not been happy with, not got good players. So that's put me off getting this pack, because what if I get a 55 rated player that doesn't really improve my squad much? What I want is this pack where I'm guaranteed 60 to 64, but I can't afford it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to spend my MFL this preseason. I'm going to save it till next season when I should have maybe 6,000 minimum. I've got 2 clubs now, which is going to increase the amount of MFL I could get. So I think if we can loan out my best 3 players and have a season as good as last season where I finished 4th, plus with the second club, I think we could look at around about 7,000 MFL. So we may have enough next transfer window to have this pack and maybe another pack. If we do really well, we may be able to get 2 of these packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this 3,000, not spend it this window, and spend that before season 7, not season 6. So that's what I'm doing with that. Now, we've got 1 pack to open, which we could open right now. So let's get to that. Let's go inventory, open pack. Come on, MFL gods, help your boy out. Here we go. God, give us a green. Give us green and yellow. I want to see green and yellow. Here we go. Okay, looks like we're gonna get a common and yellow. So we'll save that one for last. This one will probably be going in the Amreezy reserves. So hopefully he is around about 54 rated, 52 rated, CM. 51, that's not bad. He will get a game time, and I'll sort of deprioritize one of the loans now. 21 years old. Passing's nice. Can't really defend. He might even be a better cam. We'll have a look at his on MFL info later. His stats look like because he's got pace, passing, dribbling, and he can't really defend or be. Yeah, 21 years old. That's not bad. He will go in the AM reserves. This is why I'm happy I've got the AM reserves. He won't be starting because I think I've got 54 rated starting centre midfielders, but my backups are like 48. So he's definitely going to get game time. So Federico Moore, Canadian centre midfielder, welcome to the club. Now this has to be exciting. Come on. Right midfielder, CDM or CM. Not a goalkeeper. Okay, it's not going to be a goalkeeper. Is Raylerson, another Swedish guy, striker. We didn't really need another striker. 56. That's 3 packs in a row that I'm not that happy with. You know what? I might be done with packs. That's $15. I bought those centre backs for $14 and $13, and they were 50. They were 62 rated and in the exact positions I wanted. And were like 24 years old. One of them was. So I know packs are fun. Right? And I know a lot of you like they're having a gamble. Maybe you get a green card. I get the appeal of packs, and I'm a sucker for them too. Look, I fell for it again. Every pack drop, I've bought a pack. I am wondering if I'm mid-season. Nobody let me buy a pack again. Mid-season especially. Do not let me. I want comments in the videos leading up to mid-season's pack drop. Amreezy, don't buy a pack. Remember what happened last time. I'm going off pack drops. 56 rated striker, 23 years old. We already had, I just told you we've got 4 strikers at the club already in the A team. I do think he's better than the 4th one. 50, what was he rated? So obviously we've got Koja and Bucho are 64 and 61. We've got a 57 rated striker who's 23 years old who we got in. This is the guy I got in the last pack. In the last pack, in the mid-season pack, season 6, season 5, mid-season pack, I bought 1 pack. This was the guy I got, a 57 striker who's 23 years old. Once again, I've got a 57 striker who's 23 years old. So that's hilarious. He is better than my 4th choice striker. So what's going to happen is this guy's now going to go to the AM reserves, and the guy that I've just packed is going to go to the A team. So at least he's improving my overall ranking. I'm swapping a 54 for a 57, and this guy will now be maybe my best. Will he be better than the guy in the AM reserves? He might be better than the striker we have at the moment. He's the same. We've currently got a 54 rated striker, so we've now got 2 54 rated strikers and a 44 rated striker. So that's bad news for Todd Fletcher. Todd Fletcher is going to get a lot less game time now. But that's kind of good because that means now my B team striker for the B team is I'm going to have 2 54s instead of a 44, which is quite a big upgrade there. So Todd Fletcher is just there for training. Hopefully he improves some training. He did improve last year by 1. So he'll get less game time. Look, this is what I mean. Last year he just got 5 games, played his 5, and then never got played again, which is why I'm not loaning players out anymore. Okay, so I don't know. Is that good? It's not as good as it could have been. So we really need now. I've got no money to buy players. I'm not depositing more money in the game. So I need loans. I need to take a hit on some loans now. We need... So that guy who we just got doesn't improve anything. He just improves our backup striker. So we've got 2 57 rated strikers as backup. So we need a right midfielder. I'm going to have to go to the loan market. If you want to help your boy Amreezy and get your players some camera time, send me a message on Discord. Get in touch with your boy. Let's talk it out. Otherwise, that's me for this video. It's been a bit of a long one, bit of a ramble, but you know, I bought a club. I have opened a pack. It was a big one. It was a juicy one this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for those of you that stuck to the end. Give likes, subscribes, all of that good stuff. I'll see you next time, probably just before season 6 starts, where I can finalize my team with you, let you know who I brought in on loan to hopefully fill out this squad, get a few more 60 rated players in there, and then hopefully we get matched with good clubs in our league, and it's an easy-ish league. I'm really worried that I'm going to be putting with teams that are going to be really hard to compete with. So we're going to need a bit of luck with the teams in our league this year. Let's see who we get. All of that good stuff will be in the next video. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.